evening ulit, good evening, welcome, welcome sa part 30 ng ating paglalakbay. Make sure comment nyo lang, happy birthday Tito Chris. Papabasa natin sa kanya yung mga comment nyo. So let's go, main quest na tayo ulit. Sama tropa natin si Aloy. Papasok na tayo dito sa tinatawag na Grave Hoard. Bali, may mga kalaban dito eh. Ito. Pasabugin kaya kita.
Going in.
That does it. Time to take a look around the room.
Ayos. Ayos.
A battle. Frozen in ice. In time.
Ano kaya mga ano dito? Ang dami namang ano dito.
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today.
Contact in 30 seconds.
Hey, think that's enough time for Sobek to finish Zero Dawn?
If this is really it, I gotta say, it's been an honor to serve beside these tanks.
Here it comes.
Brace for contact!
Are you getting this, Silence? Silence?
Mga gera-gera na.
Say again, Lieutenant.
I got some. Titan is through the defenses. Still on approach. Ah, crap. A live one. And it's pissed.
We've got no mobility in here. It'll punch right. We've got no mobility in here. It'll punch right through us.
We hold the hedge at all costs. Then push back out.
Ano yun?
Titan inbound, same play as Akron. Base defense locks it down. We engage, sever the limbs, blast out the fountains.
Another day in the life. Record time, we're close. Anthem be on point. Hoorah!
Silence, you getting this?
What is it?
All these soldiers. They died here.
People die all the time. I'll keep going and find something interesting.
Stranded necklace. Alam nyo ba yun guys? Yung stranded necklace. Easter egg yan eh. Ng ano, Death Stranding. Anyway, let us continue. Parang may mapupuntahan dito eh. Oh shit. Wala, may makukuha. Ano natin? Nasaan na yun? Ayun oh. Ano kaya yun? Baka secret yun, secret. Let's go. Uy! Ala! Hindi ba lag? Hindi ba lag guys? Baka kasi hindi ano eh. Hindi na naglalag sa akin to, sa inyo naman lag eh. Matatalong ko kaya to? Ayun. Ay putik, heal lang pala yun. Visit naman yun. Hala. Saan tayo pupunta? Dito, balik tayo dito. Okay, let's go. Let's explore the grave hoard. Hala. Saan tayo?
Must have been where the soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was... The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. They bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6? The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s. Log. First battle of the eastern seaboard wall. Had a long run up to it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the east. For 3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure.
Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C. Any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded and enjoy your gaming.
So, yun. Bali, pinapakinggan pala natin to kasi ano eh. Yung mga ito, yung mga to. Yun yung mga nangyari nung ano eh, habang, ayun. Kasabay to nung ano, yung Project Zero doon.
Thanks for the mails, you.
Yung gera.
Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls, I don't know, 20 drops. In and out of the West Coast, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. Their training is basically, here's a DEW, when you see a bot, hit it. But somehow it's all coming together.
Metal.
Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse at Lithium Beach.
It was the
Pulled
metal
out before
world.
its buddies arrived, but
Guess they were
this
used to
big
it.
one go down. I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs, and everything will be the way it used to be.
So, ayun, di ba? Bali, ano, ang sinasabi dito is, ano, nagkaroon na ng gera between, yun nga, humanity tsaka yung, ano, yung sa mga robots. Tapos habang, ano, habang nangyayari yun, yung completion nga ng Project Zero doon na ginagawa ni Sobek. Pero syempre, hindi pa rin na-explain kung ano yun. Putik sana tayo.
Just one bed. Maybe their war chief's room.
Ay, salamat Mabin. Salamat sa like and share. Thank you, thank you. Salamat din pa sa like kanina. Hindi ko pala napansin. sa aking ano, isa sa rin sa mga number 1 supporter, si Mabin tsaka si Mariel. Thank you, thank you. Saan na tayo pupunta? Saan tayo po? Dito ata sa baba. Doon nga. Tara, tara, tara. Dito tayo. Tapos para may daan pabalik ah. Explore muna tayo mga pre. Wala pala. Kailangan atang buksan to.
Red light. Guess that means no power.
Kailangan buksan. Ano yun? Restore the power to the ancient door. Ala, puzzle. Puzzle nga.
I haven't
Puzzle
seen one of
time.
these since I was a little kid. Must useful information.
Ay, salamat din sa share, Mabin. Thank you, thank you. Ito, susundan lang pala natin to. Up, up, down, left, right. Up, down. Up, down, left, right.
3 power lines,
Oh, diba?
3 sources. That makes 1.
Nasa isa. Parang nakita ko sa baba kanina yun ah. Saan tayo baba? Hala. No. Ito pala. Hala. Hindi pwede. Uy. Yun lang. Buti na maliit lang bawas. Eto. Hala, paano to? Kanina may ano, up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. Parang sa ano yun ah. Twisted Metal ba yun?
That's 2. 1 more.
Asa isa? Visit ng ano to?
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech,
Ano
now
daw?
did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
La.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech, now did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
Bali spring, summer, winter, fall. Ay, fall, winter. Ulit nga, visit.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in
North.
spring, west in fall, and south in winter.
Spring.
Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech, now did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
Pwede mo basahin yun? Pwede mo basahin yun? Putik na yan ah. Asan yun? Ito. Bird flies north in summer. Bali yung summer pangalawa. North. Up. East. Spring. Right. Right up. Right up. Right up, left. Right up, left, down. Right. Alin ang una? Ito ba? Right, up. Left. Down. Oy, shout out, Jomar. Wayab. Oy, wayab. Putik pat ganun. Mali. Right. Right, up. Right, up. Left. Down. Tama na to. Hala! Sino yan? Sino yung Lucky Timo na yan? Bird flies north in summer. North. Spring. East in spring. Baka una yung summer. And south in winter. Up. Up, right. Up, right, left, down. Try nga natin di sundan. Buisit na to ah. Up. Right.
Okay, that did it.
Anak ng toko.
Sounds like that did it.
Putik na, hindi mo pala susundin yung ano, yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng ano. Sino ba yan, Jom? Shout out. Lucky Timo. Sino yun? Ha? Tanga, kulang. Tarantado. Sabihin ko, bigyan mo ako stars.
Tools being used. And voices. More clips. Must be another way in.
Ayan, may kalaban tayo.
A power cell. Like the ones I found before. I'm gonna have to figure this out.
Uy, ilan na power cell natin? Uy, 4 na. Isa na lang. Isa na lang. Isang power cell na lang kulang natin, guys. Buta marami tayong kalaban.
It's them, alright. They're not looking for answers. Just weapons.
Ay, shit. Aha. Weapon. Sasabugin natin tong mga to.
Fire!
Nakita tayo, guys. Ay, walang iya. Tanga.
Water!
Water! Sinong baby mo, Jom? Jom. May putik, may baril.
The search is on!
Okay. Yan. Huwag ako hanapin. Pariling ko kayo lahat.
She's up on high!
Ay, duling. Duling. Loot muna tayo, loot. Kailangan natin ng maraming shards. Saan tayo? Ano tong pataas na to? Ano yung pag sa baba? Ano yung pag sa baba? Dead end. Akit din pala. Oh, putik na yan. Kala ko kalaban. Ano to mga to?
Ames, I know I mail you too much. I'm just proud of what you're doing. Everyone back home is. We got moved inland 10 kilometers, just as a precaution, they say.
Ah,
School's
okay.
still in session, so I get to keep my eye on Andres and Reggie. We never know where or when you're fighting, but when the VTOLs go over, all the kids run out and wave. I believe in you. I know nothing's ever gonna be the same, but I believe in you. I believe in us.
Shout sa pinsang ko, napakalupit mo. Huli pero di ka kulong.
Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore. The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound... They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on. The containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational. It's not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you won't be with me when the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad.
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, commanding...
Ay, salamat sa like, Sir Mark. Shout out, Sir Mark. Putik na wala yung ano, piniplay natin.
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morrell. Unit morale continues to be adversely impacted by outbound engagements against the Pharaoh Plague, especially when said engagements occur in sectors where civilian guard enlistees have been heavily engaged. The scope and nature of fatalities suffered by civilian guard and unarmed civilians in these sectors defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense... Defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense of hopelessness in the unit. Accordingly, I once again request that deployments of the 9th MRB be temporarily refocused on facilities that are mission critical to Project Zero Dawn. And once again, I request an immediate update on the status of Project Zero Dawn's timeline.
I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments getting real long. We have to put into work for everyone. Like a family business. I still see you in the eyes of the people out there. They were glad to see us. They still had hope. I'm still fighting for you. Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. That's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down Hoard. I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs.
So, ayun no. Diba? Sinasabi ng mga namatay na sundalo. Parang
carry more.
lumalaban sila para ano matapos yung Project Zero Dawn ni Elizabeth Sobek. So, ano yun? 'Di ba? Para binubuhay sila yung buhay para buhay nila. Okay, may papanoorin tayo, guys. Let's go.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
What?
Hello, sa like,
I
pinsan.
think that
Along.
during eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how?
Ayun, 'di ba? Yun nga yung Faro robot, yung mga robots na ginawa nung ano, yung Faro industry. Parang nagkaroon ng glitch. Yung kaya ano, dumadami silang dumadami. Kasi ano eh, tawag dito, parang pinrogram sila na kaya nilang mag-replicate. So ayun, nagkaroon ng glitch. Dumami silang dumami. Kasi kagaya nung sabi, di ba? Kinakain lahat. Alam ko yung fuel parang ano, sa pagkaalala ko. Yung pinaka main na inuubos nila. Parang nako-convert nila sa ano eh. Naku, nakalimutan ko na. So yun, pagpatuloy natin ang istorya. Boss fight ata to. Boss fight nga. Boss fight to, mga tropa.
The eclipse. Tampering with the metal devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
Watch out!
Another Kopish. And this one can move.
Ito yung Kopesh pala. Weakness nun. Ayun o. Oh my god! Sablay! Putik na yan. Nawawasak pala yun. Sira ulo. Hindi pala safe. Ay, putik na yan. Ulit na naman. Kaya pala binibigyan tayo ng maraming ano ah. Skip. Paano skip yun?
Another Kopish. And this one can move.
Patayin kaya muna natin itong mga holy shit. Takbo na! Bilis, 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 bilis. Natin yung isang kasungot, ayun o. Okay, patay na. Uy! Hirap alaga na. Putik na yan. Wala. Walang damage ang putik. Ay, gago. Putik na yan. Look muna tayo ng heal.
Apple.
Kaya pala ang dami heal dito. Uy! Puti ka. Umayos ka, Aloy, ah. Ayun, gago. Ano tayo namamatay pa. Hindi ko makuha yung baril. Basic.
That did it. So the soldiers long ago, they had to fight hundreds of those all at once.
Kaina mo ka. Shit ka. Ano nga bibigay mo? Uy, nice one. Freeze coil. Kailangan natin yan. Saan na tayo? Loot muna, loot. Wala na, tara na. Marami pa naman tayong heal. Yun oh. Ay. Ay, wait lang. Oo nga, 4 pa rin yung power cell ko.
Should have brought a cart.
Okay, panoorin natin to.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat.
What? You're going to thank her after what she just said?
Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
Oh, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super-weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of alpha and beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off.
Orbital launch base. What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do?
Uy! Putik na nagulat ako. Cutscene pala.
Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents.
Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
Alright, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? She stopped the machines. Not before the world she knew, her civilization, ended. Let's hope it won't come to that again.
Uy, putik! Wala palang daan doon.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's the ancient past that concerns me, Aloy, not my own. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Touchy. Touchy. Ano ba yan? Ang layo. Uy, ang laki nun ah. Wala, saan tayo akyat? Okay, into the frozen wilds we go.
Looks good.
May kalaban dun ah.
This one's a new predator.
Oh my god,
Can
ano
see the
yun?
heat coming off it.
Wala. Ay, putik ka. Visit. Ano ba weakness nun? Butik yan, nataranta pa ako ah. Ang kulit naman ito. Tago.
Better. No more time to recover.
So mamamatay na. Ito pampapatay ko sa'yo.
we go again.
Hala! Putik na yan. Nakakatalo ng ganong kalayo yun. Visit.
I'm out.
Visit ah. Kunat mo ah. Grabe naman tong ano na to. Hiro pa pa.
Outlander on the mountain!
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
You know.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
Hala. Ang tagal ah.
I do not think that our hunter's blood is on Aratek's hands.
Naglalag tayo ngayon ah.
To a great challenge. That is all. Trust Araya, they say. She'll return to us, they say. And yet here we are, waiting.
Sana, putik na yan,
We
naligaw.
haven't lost this many hunters since the war with the car jump.
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Dami tao naglalag.
Omen for the ritual.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrind, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Astig.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear! Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
We are Banuk.
The daemon that frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her. But no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off. and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Araya came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Yeah, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rests. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if
What's wrong
Aratak
with
can
the
tell me
old
more
way
about
of
Araya
painting?
or Thunderstorm.
Why does Sakuli overcomplicate
Might be worth a
things?
shot.
So, ayun. Introduction to the ano to? Frozen Wilds. Ito, Shaman Spot. Bali, yan, marami-rami tayong side quest. Ito, pakita ko lang sa inyo guys. Bago tayo kumuha ng mga side quest. Yung mga kailangan natin.
Silenced by rising waters.
Nandito kasi sa ano eh. Sa DLC yung mga ano. Yan oh. Yan oh. Malakas yan. Ito pala, striker bow. Kailangan natin yung mga yan. Tapos outfit. Ito. Blazon Master. Yan. Kailangan natin to, yung blue gleam. Actually, ito. Mahal. Kailangan natin ng goat skin. Ano ba yan? So, yun. Ano kailangan natin ulit? Fish naman to. Badger bone, goat skin. Yun lang. Kailangan muna pala natin nun. Alam ko may quest dito eh. Ito. Nasa taas.
Remember, Bankai, when the old ones were fresh in their grave.
Ah, wala. Okay. Kunin na lang muna natin itong mga side quest.
It was she.
I must securely
Led
meddle
us through
with
the
it.
frozen
Welcome.
wastes. We also
Welcome sa DLC ng Horizon Zero Dawn. Into the frozen wilds.
The Oseram, with their ridiculous
Bali, ito
ideas
muna
about
unahin
women.
natin.
How
Bago
many
tayo
great warriors have they ignored?
bumalik sa main quest. Bali, pag natapos natin to, tapos babalik tayo ng main quest. Yan, malakas-lakas na tayo yan, guys.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Aloy, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes.
Uy, salamat sa like, Sir Dave.
Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now, but our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it, or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent? Water lapping on old stone.
So, yun. Meron tayo isang quest. Hali, kunin pa rin natin. Kunin pa ulit natin sa isa pa. Saan na isa? Ito. Ay! Ano ba tong main quest natin? Talk to Aratak. Okay. Kasapin pala muna natin yun.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
La, dami naman ito.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
Aurea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines. Made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Good. Hindi ka mahaba magsalita. Yun. Gawin natin ito isa pang quest.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. And to do that, I need
Outlander,
to talk
wait,
to her apprentice,
wait a moment.
who followed the river north.
Kamot.
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
You're not the first to take an interest in it. I've made it myself.
Your own design. And yet you are not a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Okay, okay. Nakakuha na natin ang mga quest natin. Dali. Yan. Ano ba quest natin? Secret shared. Oo nga no. Punta na natin to si ano. Si Naltuk. Maganda-handa lang tayo. Medyo malalakas ang mga ano dito.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep them together this time.
Then we wait. But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right, I'll keep watching.
Kailangan pala natin mag-hunt ng ano, mga pre. Yung goat. Kailangan natin ng goat skin. Ayun oh. May tao. May tao dun. Napuntahan niya natin yun. Saan na? Ito. Ayan. Ay, bisit. Ito. Badger. Ano ba yan? Ay, kailangan pala natin yan. Nye.
Outlanders. Karja Outlanders.
Too much Othron influence into power. What's he thinking, letting Dervahl
Ay, gagi.
live? Had an egg for breakfast. It's not sitting well with me.
Wala naman palang quest doon. Pumunta ko pa kayo.
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far.
Wala tayong makitang goat. Uy, putik yan.
All the winters coming at once.
Oh, ang laga.
That must be Naltuk, looking out at that tower. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines?
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is. I can kill the machines. The tower. I might be able to destroy it. Override it.
Gagi.
Low and quiet does it.
Kill the machines. Basic. Long leg ka pala. Saan na iba? Nalulot kaya to? May nakabantay sa kanya scrapper. Gago. Oh shit.
Some tower helps nearby machines, but it can be destroyed.
Ang taas ng XP, man. You know. Solid to, guys, oh. Yun oh. Angas, bro. May snow pa. Let's go.
Now we know how to deal with the machines in the towers. The daemon's next.
Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine, a great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
Hey, blue
You said
gleam.
something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me. An aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
Okay.
Alright, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.
Saan pupunta? Yun oh. Kailangan natin yan, guys. So, ayun. Mga pre. End muna natin, guys. Ang ating paglalakbay ngayon. Bali nasa umpisa tayo ng DLC ng Horizon Zero Dawn. Itong Frozen Wilds. Bali new machines ang mga nandito. Halos lahat dito bago. Tas mas malalakas. Hindi naman. Mas mahirap pa din labanan yung rock breaker. So yun, end muna natin yung stream, guys. Salamat sa mga nag-drop by, sa mga nag-like and share. Thank you. Happy birthday nga pala ulit sa sa tatay ko. So yun, guys, good night. Salamat sa lahat. Kita-kits ulit sa susunod na episode. Bali mga matagal-tagal din tong DLC na to. Marami-rami to eh. Marami-raming mission to eh. So ayun. Good night sa lahat. Good night. Peace. Kita-kits ulit sa susunod.